we've got a client requesting to meet up at the courthouse. They are coming from Annesburg to Blackwater. So I'm gonna meet them over here. They gave an estimated 10-minute arrival, so I will wait for them right here as they arrive. Oh God, who's this?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, hi.
There's a rooftop over there, down in Blackwater. I think there's some water or something up on it. Maybe some piss. I might have slipped in piss. I hope it wasn't piss.
Oh,
Actually, now that I think about it, it smelled a little like piss. But let's just say for the sake of the sake, it was water, so I don't embarrass myself.
okay.
Up there was some unbeknownst to me liquid. I was walking on that roof, and the roof just tossed me off of it because of said liquid. I just came over here to advise you. You probably shouldn't walk on that rooftop. It's a little slick. Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you. That was weird. Weird. Oh, hello. Hello, horsey. I feel like I've met you before. Oh my. No, you scare easily. Oh, okay. Hello. A big horse. Oh, is that who I think it is? Oh, hi there. For some reason, I recall this horse. Yeah. I recall this horse from somewhere, but I can't wrap my head around. Oh, no. Yeah, maybe I tried to ride on it, but that was a mistake. I think the horse wants to go inside the courthouse. Do you have a oh shit. Horsey, do you have a complaint you want to bring up to the judge? Or something? Or is the horse here for jury trial? I mean, I do have someone coming down here for legal matters, but... Oh... Yeah, I think you may be right. Have you been keeping out of trouble, Missy? Or, no, okay, typical. But, you haven't been... Oh, you broke out of... Yeah, the other The other day I wanted to talk to you about that because I had read something on the legal newspaper, and I was like, oh, no way, who's? In fact, let me take a look. Hold on. When did you break out of a peritown? A peritown. This horse likes to nibble on people's hairs, He does it gently, but it gives me split ends. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Acting all innocent. uh, that look you give me, I can give right back at you. Never seen a horse roaming around. There you go. Look at you. Now who's crazy, huh? There you have it. There you have it. And I'm crazy? Okay. All right. I wondered if this horse is fed natural grass or hay, or are they feeding him, like some hormonal stuff, like steroids or something. I can do that too. Look. Oh.
That is a massive horse.
It sure is, yes. I think they're testing steroids on him. You know?
That
I mean, like, it's so big, and if you watch closely, if you get down on your feet and you look underneath it.
I will not be getting anywhere underneath that particular horse.
Okay. No, I was going to say, if you look at the hoofs, they are like bigger than my feet. It's crazy.
What the hell?
Very senseful horse there. Um, how can I help you, sir?
Oh, all right. So my name is Tobias Monroe. I need to file a civil lawsuit against Deputy Elizabeth Brimstone and the sheriff's office that oversees the area of Chantilly.
I see.
It will be for a legal search and seizure.
Yes, I have been expecting you. My name is Attorney Escobar. Um, please follow me upstairs to a private room. Just a second. Let me get my key. There we go. Okay. Actually, wrong office. Sorry.
You're good.
It's over here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's begin by getting your first name, please.
Tobias. Tobias.
Okay. And would you confirm the spelling? I'm gonna pass you a piece of paper here.
No, B as in boy. Tob.
Okay. Tobias.
Yes, Tobias.
Okay. And the last name.
Monroe.
Monroe.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, before we get this consultation started, you do have a mask on. Now, this office is locked, and you enjoy, while we are here for the purposes of discussing your allegations, you enjoy attorney-client confidentiality.
Okay.
I don't know who I'm speaking to. I know I'm speaking to
Oh.
Tobias Monroe, but there we are. Thank you. All right. Now, you've made me aware that this in regards to an illegal search and seizure.
It's just a search, but
Okay.
it falls under the search and seizure.
Was anything taken from you?
No, they
Okay.
try to take an ID when I was not detained or anything else.
Okay. Now, when did the incident occur?
Today, a couple hours ago.
Okay. Do you know roughly how many hours ago? Roughly?
About 2.5.
Pretty well. Okie dokie. So, this happened in Saint Denis, correct?
Yes.
Right? Would you mind elaborating how this illegal search took place?
So, I was riding around. I changed out my outfit. I had a pig mask on, a white hat, wearing a set of overalls and some sandals, riding through Saint Denis, inform people, the good people, about the undead boar that I was help protecting.
You were help protecting what?
But
You were helping to protect what? I'm sorry.
Sorry, muscle spasms.
Mhm.
I was informing the good citizens of Saint Denis about the undead boar, as my character was
Mhm.
trying to explain to people why he had the boar mask on.
Okay.
And since then I was going around. I spoke with Sergeant Welch. Explained to him like, listen, I'm just trying to help people out because the undead boar are a serious problem. I've been fighting them for generations, etc., etc.
Mhm.
Cue in Brimstone. At first, she calls me a nutcase. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of offended. I'm
Mhm.
not a nutcase if I'm trying to help you and your world X,
Mhm.
Y, and Z.
Okay.
Moves on further. There's a sheriff there, Sergeant Welch, Deputy Brimstone, Sergeant Welch's wife and son are all present.
Mhm.
I'm riding back through, screaming or saying rather loudly, "Rise up against the undead boar." I get off my horse and I'm talking to them. And as I'm sitting there, they ask me for my name. I say my name is Ile, and she reaches into my pocket and was like, "Let me just see your name," and tries to take my ID out. And then she tries to say
Hold,
that wearing
hold a second. Sorry. Law enforcement asks for you to self-identify to them, um, and you verbally answer that question. How?
Ile.
Ile.
It's tongue click Ile.
Oh, got it. Ile.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So you have, I have recognized you as Tobias Monroe, but Ile is.
They did not recognize me as Tobias Monroe as I changed my entire outfit out, wearing a
Okay.
mask to conceal my face, and
Oh,
entirely different.
okay. So they asked for what your name was,
Yep,
and you answered them.
yep.
Nonetheless, they did not believe you.
Yep.
How did they reach into just simply?
It's on my eyes. It came up as you were being searched. As
Okay.
the deputy walked over and was like, "Let me see your ID."
Did okay, so did anyone self-identify to you?
No,
Okay. So
no one
without
self-identified me. No one said I was being detained. No one said I was committing a crime or criminal offense.
Mhm.
Then after I asked, "Why did you think you had the right to search me?" She stated, "Because I'm wearing a mask," and I said, "That's not a crime. That's not a crime to wear a mask." She said, "It is." I said, "Show me the penal code." She could not show me the penal codes. I have a copy of said penal codes, and nowhere in there is a mask law present or available. It's an
Mhm.
unwritten rule. I'm
Mhm.
technically allowed to wear the mask anywhere out of respect. If people ask to take it off, I should. But
Right.
that's it.
Right. It is wearing a mask falls under freedom of expression. It cannot be restricted.
Which what she was trying to do was restrict me of that, and then she
Brimstone, that is.
Yes,
Okay.
Brimstone. This is also keep in mind the reason why I want to target Brimstone and the sheriff's office is because the sheriff himself was there.
I see. No one
No one,
corrected
no one
Brimstone.
intervened, corrected, or
Okay.
anything else from that point forward.
Okay. And where in Saint Denis precisely did this take place? Inside of the police station?
No, it was inside city limits. Let me call him.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the road that leads north outside of Saint Denis? So,
Yes.
like, yeah,
Yes.
right at that intersection.
Okay. Okay. Um, did you have on your person the same amount of firearms I'm seeing now?
Yes.
Were any of them unholstered?
No. At no point in time that I unholster anything.
Okay. Um, so you I'm not trying to sound redundant here. I'm just ensuring that everything that you have relied over to me, I have captured as it was said.
Yep.
I'm just going to rephrase some things. As you walked up to the citizenry or anyone you encountered, you were warning them of the undead boars or undead boar. And uh, how many people did you announce that to prior to reaching law enforcement's ear?
So it started off after I spoke with Sergeant Welch the first
Hey,
time.
Mr. Lawyer inside,
Okay.
you got some prying ears out here. You might want to lower your voice.
Well, they must be really listening. Okay. So, um, everything is clear up to that point, and every point you have mentioned. Now, if everything happened precisely as you mentioned, and with so many of those witnesses being present, I am.
It was even to a point where the Dr. Tilly Welch
Mhm.
tried to intervene and ask for my ID on her behalf from a medical standpoint because they thought I was becoming
Oh,
medically insane,
did
and
you
I still
did you
refused.
request medical
No,
services?
I did not.
So it was imposed.
Yeah, she was
Okay.
trying to be the mediator of the two. Right after the
Hmm.
deputy tried to reach into my pockets,
Okay. Okay. This is going to be handy. What was the doctor's name?
Tilly Welch.
Tiddly. Yeah. She may not like that. She may have to testify against the department, but if she was there and she was
She
actively
was
part
there,
of it,
and Wyatt Welch was there, the Sergeant
why?
Welch's son.
Sergeant. Okay. Why was he in uniform by
No,
chance?
not that I could tell. He was
Okay.
just wearing all
What
black.
was his name again?
Wyatt Welch.
How do you spell Wyatt? W.
I'm assuming it's Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt Welch. And then there was Deputy Elizabeth Brimstone.
Yes.
Elizabeth. Was there. Okay, Brimstone. What was the sheriff's name?
Uh, Jay, I think. I don't know his last name.
J. King?
Whoever the sheriff is when it comes to the east side of the county.
Mm. Okay, okay. Wow. All right. Tidley being the doctor, Wyatt being the son of the sergeant.
Oh, and my wife was present while she was talking with Sergeant Welch. She was on the sidewalk away, but she heard because I started making a commotion when she started reaching my pockets. So my wife and the sergeant looked over and saw
What's
what was happening.
what's okay? So what's your wife's name?
Lavender Moon Monroe.
Lavender Moon Monroe. Okay, I think she may have some testimony if this goes to trial or it goes to a hearing. So we'll be calling up on her name if need be. Now, apart from the illegal search that was performed, uh, which falls under the use of authority disproportionately or in a manner inconsistent with written law, what is what are your thoughts in terms of remuneration and compensation wise?
What would you recommend for this? Because this was a gross overstep of her authority to a point that I'm concerned for citizens inside Saint Denis and outside.
So they failed to identify as law enforcement, and they failed to utter a motive or a reason for a detention.
Keep in mind, in front of witnesses, she also said that it was a quote unquote accident, even though that's Does
Accident.
she said that after like 5 minutes of me, basically accosting her for reaching in my pockets.
So, okay. When she reaches into your pocket, are you restrained physically in
No,
any way?
no, I'm standing as you are now, or as I am now.
And she just
Just reaches in.
that you can additionally add assault.
Then yes, I will, 100%.
Okay. So assault and illegal search. Yes, any unconsensual contact with any part of the body or bodily fluid is considered assault. All right. Um, Now, in terms of, in order to appraise what damages have been done here, because we must focus on the harm caused. If there has been no reasonable harm that can be measured, it,
Psychologically and emotionally, I feel
okay,
absolutely traumatized by the fact that she took it upon herself to put her hand in a pocket, which is close to my most sensitive areas of my body.
okay. And do you by chance have any triggered past experiences as a result of the unconsented contact?
I can say it's been hard to sleep, and it's been hard to spend quality time with my wife at this point.
Okay. So there has been emotional distress and psychological impairment. Okay, so the emotional distress would be evidenced by the feelings of distrust and the psychological impairment evidenced by the insomnia or inability to reconcile restorative sleep. All right. In terms of the assault and thereafter the byproduct and the effects that it is causing upon you, restitution can be between the range of 500 to 1,000
Okay.
plus the illegal search being a function or a component of the assault. That is administrative action that has to be taken against the deputy internally.
Mm-hmm.
So if we focus on the component of emotional distress and inability to establish spouse intimacy because of that, uh, that can be measured under emotional distress, which would be an additional 500 or 1,000. So you have two options here. You can either choose restitution or the claim for restitution of 1,000 or 2,000.
2,000 works.
Okay. All right. Mr. Monroe, do you have anything further that can supplement or strengthen the claim?
Not at this time, no.
Okay. Have you ever had any encounters previously with Deputy Brimstone?
Not as a deputy, no.
Okay. Um, I just thought of something. Just a second, please. Very good. I knew something in the back of my head was tickling me when you told me your wife's name. Miss Brimstone of the Lemoyne Police Department has formally requested a restraining order against Lavender Moon Monroe. From my understanding, they knew each other in a previous county and has been approaching Miss Brimstone regarding incidents in that county, as well
Whoa, whoa,
as
whoa, 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 whoa. That she has not. My wife has been with me each and every time we wake up in this county. At no point in
no,
time do
no,
we go out
no,
of our way to
no, no.
interact with Brimstone.
I'm reading. This is not me saying this.
Okay.
I um, I have worked for um, Deputy Brimstone one particular case prior. I cannot share specifics, but I have um, helped her obtain restraining orders against people that she has placed in custody. And I am reading a recent, this was made literally about 2 hours or 2 to 3 hours ago. Another attorney is requesting this. The attorney's name is Celiana Kerrigan, and this is what I'm reading. I'm not reading it as me, but rather what that lawyer has
Well,
filed with the court.
is there any way we can get my wife involved? Because that's rather upsetting to me, seeing as how
Hmm.
during this incident that involves my search and the illegal search and seizure,
Yes,
Brimstone was accosting her.
because of this, I am seeing that there's a connection. It is no coincidence. Um, and I knew I had read something with your wife's name on it. Oh shit. So that's why I asked you to hold, because something just reminded me of it. Um, that call was meant for me, but it was picked up by that attorney. Glad it worked out that way. Let me finish reading here. As well as begging to approach others within this county regarding my client. Miss Brimstone also stated that a woman covering her face while riding an all-black horse has been following her around the county as well. This restraining order is hereby requested. So, based on the knowledge that you have given me, and based upon that request to the court, I am going to submit a counter petition um, in order to pause any action from being taken Did somebody just open that door?
Not that I see, no. I'm stuck between a chair.
Okay. Well, this is the first thing we must do in order to prevent and give Miss Brimstone an upper hand at, you know.
Well, sir, I can let you know that Monroe's, we are happy to wear our true colors, which is going to be orange and black, anytime we're out in the county. Those of us that have become doctors or other specialized fields of expertise, yes, require a uniform, but we're never just in all black. So I find this restraining order to be laughable.
Well, you know, it's quite odd. There's mu- multiple incongruences with that request to the court because how can you identify someone that is masked to
Yeah,
begin with?
that's what we asked at the scene, and she said, "Oh, because you're on a black horse." That was the only answer we were given.
Do you know how many people own black horses in this
A
county?
lot, a lot. For the Monroes, all of us have a black horse.
Okay, my point exactly. So let me counter petition under that in order to put that request on hold. Um, and the following step is to submit the claim to the court. Now, one or two things may happen here. The court will set up a hearing, trial, appointment for all parties to be present, or issue a judgment by default, which is rather rare for it to happen without getting acquainted with the facts. Um, there will be no charge for any of this until the case is won.
Is
Upon, yes?
is there any way we can add in harassment charge on behalf of my wife?
I'm sorry, come again?
Is there any way we can do a charge of harassment on behalf of my wife against Brimstone?
And how would you substantiate the harassment?
To a point where now my wife is being accosted and having false restraining orders put against her is kind of ridiculous, to say the least.
Mm.
Again, my wife has been with me all day today. We've been mining, riding, and using our train to transport the good people of this county. At no point in time have we been wearing all black and following her around anywhere.
Okay. So,
And I have several witnesses that can attest to that because we've been running the train.
unfortunately, the petitioner has to be the one, to present the allegation.
My wife is downstairs. If you want to grab her.
Oh, okay, yes, certainly. If she's here already.
Yeah, she's here. Me, her, and my brother Sig all rode down the Blackwater together. They were doing their own business while I was dealing with you. How do I get out of here?
So you wanna
Fuck you too.
wow.
With your fucking robotic outfit. What the fuck is that shit?
You mean robotic outfit?
Excuse
Be
me.
a mine for the 1920s?
Excuse me.
What are you talking about?
About 40 years fucking early.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's out here?
Lavender Monroe.
Okay.
Sig Monroe.
Lavender Monroe, you may enter.
Where may I enter?
Upstairs, second door
Okay.
on your right. Follow the whistle.
Get out from this chair.
Okay, so think about flexing your left alt muscle and ending the interact.
I've done that. I've done that a couple times. I'm stuck.
Okay.
Rope me out, please. Oh, thank God.
You're welcome.
Okay, Miss Monroe. Mrs. Monroe.
Yes.
So I was just discussing the details of the civil
Mm-hmm.
suit, and amongst at the end of the information phase, your name is uttered, and it comes to my mind
Of course.
that your name appears under the court docket already. And so I asked your husband, oh, hold on a minute, give me a second here because let me double check. That name, I
Oh
just
my
read up
lord.
on it. And this is what it says. Um, this was drafted by attorney Celiana Carrigan
Mm-hmm.
on behalf of the petitioner Elizabeth Brimstone. Um, Ms. Brimstone of the Lemoyne Police Department has formally requested a restraining order against Lavender Moon Monroe from, let me make sure I am again whispering, regarding incidents uh, they claim to have known each other in a previous county, and Miss Monroe continuously approaches Miss Brimstone regarding incidents in that county, as well as beginning to approach others within this county regarding my client. So speculation here would indicate engaging in rumors of
If I may, one never approach her. She always approaches me.
okay.
I have Tobias, I have Sig, and the rest of my family that can attest to any of this, as well as any other individuals that are around me at the time that she approaches me.
Mm.
Two, not once did I ever approach her today. She approaches me. So
Okay.
the fact that I'm sitting here getting told that she is apparently filing a restraining order
Mm-hmm.
against me, I find absolutely ridiculous because
It could be a obviously utilizing the retrospective mentality. Shit, I did something to them that I know I am wrongful for. I
I
have
mean
to have a backup defense.
she sat there and soiled my name in front of Tobias
Hmm.
and his brother with me
Okay.
standing behind her, thinking that I wasn't there listening. So
Okay.
yeah, she did that and then turned around, looked at me, and was like, and quote for quote, "Oh, Lavender, it's good to see you. Hi, how are you? Hugs."
Wow.
Thinking she's all buddy buddy. No, I'm not gonna deal with that. So yeah, I
Wow.
don't like her because if she wants to sit there and soil my name because she doesn't like me, I'm not gonna handle it. So
There's more,
it okay.
as well as Miss Brimstone also states that a woman covering her face while riding an all-black horse has been following her around the county as well. Now, being in the legal side of things and legal experience, um, the court has to rule without a hearing has to deny that restraining order. One, one, you cannot issue a restraining order for issues that have happened outside of the city. And two, you have to be able to identify who is stalking you.
And theoretically, I wasn't the one that brought up the information from previous county. That was the sheriff of Saint Denis that asked if anything has happened prior.
This this restraining order cannot be passed or accepted. It sounds absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just the way that I just read that out to you, that's the way that it's been submitted.
Yeah, it's hey.
Now, let me read to you one that I have unfortunately helped Deputy Brimstone with before, which was granted. The complainant prays for general relief of the Most High Court, to wit, several law enforcement officers, namely King Jr., Jeff Fulton, Jericho Welch, all witnessed the defendant harass the complainant verbally, to wit, utilizing words obscene in nature, go suck his dick. It must be mentioned
Here.
that the defendant was an ex-sergeant and lost his job because of a complaint the complainant made. This retaliation and unacceptable behavior thereafter are sufficiency in nature for granting this order. Repeated attempts to harass and annoy the complainant have been made by the defendant, allegedly in more than 4 occasions. The complainant prays the court will grant a 500 feet radius protection for the safety of the complainant, and that if the term of the order is violated, that the defendant be issued an automatic warrant for his arrest to answer to the court directly. In an attempt to maintaining peace and honor to the rule of law, I, Attorney Escobar at law, sign this petition to the court and submit it for its discretion to grant the prayers of my client. Here I have explained and I have given witnesses so the court can verify. That is not done with that previous restraining order request. It has mentioned the incidents, how they have happened. Okay. The first thing that must be done is the revocation of that restraining order petition. I can handle that. You could, but I mean, this information, how did you get that information? If supposedly the only way to know is that a copy of it is given to you so that you're aware not to violate the terms of it.
Mm-hmm.
It has not passed through, obviously. It was just submitted 3 hours ago. So what I can do is, because I have knowledge of the incident that took place, I can also help to get that petition revoked at least until this matter with your husband is resolved.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Now-
Because if we move forward with, let's
Mhm.
say, another claim against, so that would be 2 claims, that can be done. But if we do so, they will ask, but that has not been approved yet. How does she know about such complaint? The court has not ruled on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a subject that we can actively move forward with. Make sense?
Yes. Now, is there a way that I can petition for a restraining order against her based off of the harassment that I have been getting from her, as witnessed by Valentine Monroe, Stig Monroe, Tobias Monroe on multiple accounts?
To be honest with you, no citizen has ever attempted to obtain a restraining order on law enforcement officer.
Okay.
Does that mean it's not allowed? Oh no, that's not what it means. It just means that there are certain technicalities that would apply. For
Well, because
example, for example.
I'm a doctor. She's a lawman. If she goes
Oh,
down, I have to come and save her ass. So if
oh,
a
I see.
restraining order is put into effect, I can't do my job, and she's
Hmm,
going to be left to die.
right.
Not
So,
necessarily, because again, you're acting under the color of law. You're just doing your job. Once you get it
but
revived, you
it's
can separate yourself.
Well, mm,
no, because
if
it's
there
still
is
going to constitute against the restraining order, regardless.
correct, correct. So if she dies and there's a restraining order against her, and you go to her, although you came to her, she would be in violation of the order, although you were the one to come to her.
Because I'm trying to do my job.
Right. So that would then render her arrestable for violating the terms of a judicial order, although
Okay.
you were trying to just do your job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the order is very explicit at the bottom, stating there are no exceptions that would include that particular instance. So, can you still get a restraining order? Yes, you could, but there would be technicalities
Mm-hmm.
that would, create a lot of potential issues for the court, and the court doesn't like headaches. They like headaches to be removed rather than given.
Now, is there any way that instead of taking this to court and trial and things like that, we could possibly reach a settlement agreement?
That is
such as
that is a
such as because respectfully, I after everything that I've witnessed today, after everything that's been going on, I feel that she does not deserve to wear that badge, and I would like her removed from
Mhm.
the law department,
You
effective
can
immediately.
you can submit a complaint or
I already have twice.
twice. Okay.
Well, actually, let me rephrase that. So I submitted a complaint with Sheriff J and Sergeant Welsh.
Hold on. When you
Um,
say J, give me the last name. Is it
I don't
King?
know his last name.
Okay.
I think it might be, but I'm not 100% sure. But
Okay.
I can tell you right
Because
now
J
that
J King has been removed as.
Who's the current sheriff of Lemoyne?
Let me check.
I know his first name is Jay, and he's wearing a badge, and he wears a red shirt, black vest, looking like a lawman. And his first name is Jay.
No, his first name isn't J. It's literally just the letter J.
Oh,
And
and it's just
he
Jay.
he
Yeah.
has been fired
Oh,
as of 3 hours ago.
oh.
What?
I'm not gonna ask, as it's not my information to deal with. So my thing is, there was no, as far as I'm aware, there was no punishment to be had based off of the complaint that I had filed. After the complaint that I had filed, I had learned that she actually got promoted.
Yes, in fact, because she made a complaint against Mr. Tucker, a sergeant. With that
Mm.
position opening up, because of her complaint, she received that vacancy.
Oh, get the. Sorry.
So what I'm hearing is She filed a complaint against the superior, got the superior fired just
Yeah.
to take his position.
Yes, correct.
That's corruption at its finest.
Well, hence why Jay is no longer part of law enforcement. Now, I have $2,000 worth of damages to sue Brimstone over.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on the higher end, but it's doable.
To
And
me, money doesn't matter. I want her. I want her to not be law anymore. That is
okay,
all that matters to me.
so here's what we can do. Yes, we can, through the right channels and the right petitions and objections, we can petition the court to include the removal of that office from the defendant. I have a feeling that once Deputy Brimstone is informed that there is a suit against her, she will no longer be styled defendant, but rather counter-claimant or respondent.
I do believe she might be aware of a
She's
suit
100%
coming.
aware.
How?
She overheard the conversation that because Tobias here was asking a couple of questions about the illegal search and seizure policy that
With
they have.
me? With me?
No,
No,
sir.
no. This
Okay.
was a couple hours ago.
Before
Okay.
this meeting happened, I spoke with Sheriff
And-
Jay at the time and Sergeant Welch,
Mhm.
and I was asking them about their current operating procedures for detainment, search and seizure, and things like just their current SOPs.
I can already tell you she's going to bribe me.
Oh, she brought. Oh, that.
Hey, hon, just calm down. Just calm down.
Sorry, I do not deal with people like that. I'm sorry.
Well, I hope she doesn't do that, because then I'll have to bring that up also. We can request the court to have her office removed, and also request $2,000 directly, either payable through her own pocket or through the department. To my
I do
surprise,
believe it should be through the department, not her own, as
Well-
she was on the job when it did happen.
yes, but there is professional liability as well as personal liability. So if you make this to be inclusive, and that means the department is also going to hire an attorney, and the department being the size they are, they will have multiple heads thinking of reasons for a counterclaim. But what is wrong is wrong. Her claim being that it was an accident. How do you accidentally stick your hands down somebody's pocket coincidentally right before requesting that their identity be revealed? That is not a coincidence.
No, it's not.
So she can try to use that as positive defense. However,
But even if she tries to use that defense, she has no legal right to either detain me or ask for identification just because I'm wearing a mask. So that's not a viable
right,
crime.
correct. Um, I am also thinking the only thing left on my mind would be when law enforcement asks a citizen to identify, it must be because one, they have reasonable suspicion or probable cause that a crime is going to happen or is in the commission of happening. That was not the case. What I'm concerned is that you gave a different name to law enforcement, lying or failure to identify. Your positive defense would be that you were not doing anything that would require yourself to identify to law enforcement.
Yep.
But that would be up to the court to determine. Yes, one could fight and say that that law did not apply. There was no reason for the request. There was no probable cause or reasonable suspicion that the commission of a crime was about to happen or currently happening at the time. Uh, I think that's all I need to know. It's just a matter of submitting it now to the docket for the court to determine when to call for a hearing. I can have an answer for you by tomorrow and hasten the process by involving the Attorney General.
Wish, mind you, he's aware. He's the one that directed me to you.
Really?
Yes, we
Yes,
met
sir.
him in Saint Denis.
In the Bastille.
How did my name come about?
When I brought my case up to him, he recommended 2 different lawyers. You were one of them, and I recognized your name from a slight encounter we had a couple days back.
Um, uh, I'm sorry? A couple days back, what happened?
There was an incident in Blackwater about a man wearing an all red suit going around and inappropriately trying to touch women.
Okay.
And your voice and your
Ah.
name stand out a lot.
Oh, okay, okay.
In a good way. In a good way.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything further that I should know before I get things drafted and submitted?
No, sir.
Okay. Um, I personally, I'm passionate about punishing those that exert their authority. It's just something that I look forward to. So I will employ my best of efforts in seeing this through. Um, I'll go ahead and open the door for you guys then.
Thank you, sir. I do appreciate your time.
No problem.
I do appreciate it, sir.
Yes, always a pleasure. God damn it.